All right, this is Leader Language School, and we're interviewing Katie.
Hello.
And Lori.
Hi.
Right here. I'm Jay. And I'm going to stay off camera. I'm going to ask you guys a couple questions, and you can just speak into the camera there. Just look there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first, whoever wants to start, like, how did you arrive in Taiwan?
You were first. You go, Lori.
Yeah, I arrived almost a year ago now.
Just finishing up.
Yeah, almost done with my contract. I got the job right after I graduated college, so that was a big change. And I knew Jay's family, so that's how I found out about the job in the first place.
It worked well.
Yeah.
My sister said, we have somebody who wants to do a teaching gig abroad. And we had interviews, and it went from there. So,
yeah.
How about you, Katie?
I have been here just about 5 months now. I came in February. I'm a little different. I'm older. I'm 33, and this was a career change for me. It's something I've always wanted to do. The timing never quite worked out. So last fall, I got my TEFL certificate and did my research, and I have a friend from Taiwan, so that's how I even thought of Taiwan. Was my friend was like, oh, you have to go to Taiwan, and she has family here, so I looked into it and I found Leader, and it worked out, and
yeah, it did very well. I must add.
Yes.
So you guys kind of pal around together, and you've been all over the island.
Yeah.
So tell us about some of the fun things, like the first thing you think about when like your best trips and experiences in Taiwan.
Okay, my favorite trip that we went on was to Kenting, which is a beach down south of the island, because it was absolutely beautiful. The water was perfect. We went in like March. It was still really, really hot, and there was so many like little shops and so many people there, and so we met a lot of people that we now travel around the island with, just from like camping in Kenting with them.
Is that how you met Igor?
Yes.
Yep. Is he from South Africa?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, he's fun to travel with, and he speaks Chinese, so it helps us out.
He must have been here a while, or
10 years or something.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Any others, Katie? Any other trips that you?
I really liked
Did you go north
Kenting
as well?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I really liked Kenting, but I have to say my favorite trip was what we did for the Dragon Boat Festival holiday in May. We went to Ilan, which is like the northeast part of the island, and black sand beaches, and we just
Yeah, but when you get close, it's not black, is it?
No, it's like brown.
But it's so pretty.
Well, I thought it had a lot of little multicolored stones. Maybe I'm thinking of Hualien. From afar, it looks black, but when you get on top of it, it's all these little, like, beautiful different colors.
Oh no, that's
not this beach. I mean, it was lovely. It was Waio Beach. It was lovely, and it was a lot of fun. And actually, the reason why it's my favorite trip is because we learned how to surf, and I've always wanted to learn how to surf. But I'm from California, and we have great whites, so no thank you, no sharks for me. I would much rather learn how to surf in Taiwan.
Yeah. How was it living, kind of center island here?
Really, really helpful, I think, because we take like buses and trains everywhere. So it's like a 2-hour bus for us to get up to like Taipei, and it's like a 2.5 hour bus to get down. Or you take the high-speed train,
rail,
and you're there in like an hour, less than.
High speed's nice, but it's just expensive, and when you're trying to travel on a budget, buses aren't a big deal. They're really nice. They're not they're not like our
recline
Greyhound buses. They're like Via buses, with bathrooms.
Yeah,
and you can watch a movie, and
they're
it's
good.
nice. It's nice. So that's awesome. I purposely picked a smaller town and more agriculture because that's where I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I lived in a big city right before I came here for 12 years, and I loved the city, but it can be hard to start a life. And I knew that in a smaller town, it's easier
small city.
Yeah, small city, right? It's not town. You're right. But in a smaller city, it's easier to meet people and get an established routine, and I've totally found that. And yet, like Lori said, it's really convenient to get to a big city when you're, craving something you can't get.
20 minutes to do you go to Taichung a lot?
We do,
Yeah.
actually. We have a lot of friends that live in Taichung, too.
Yeah.
So we'll go there, and they have things like certain foods or things that we can't find here, so we just go there and take, like, the train for really cheap, and it's really easy.
Yeah.
So how has the job been at Leader? I notice Katie has her throwing stars in her ears. So is that how you take care of the kids when they act up?
Ninja stars.
Yes, exactly, Jay. Thank you for noticing.
No, we don't do that.
No, the classes are fun. It was, what's really funny is it was a bit of an adjustment because of the culture, I found. Because just of the very nature of it being a cram school, it's something you don't think about until you actually get here, is that you're dealing with kids who've already been in school for a long time, all day.
Yeah.
So it's keeping their attention, keeping them awake, getting them interested in what you're teaching. That's a challenge, and it was not something I was expecting. And then the reverse of that is that, in America we're so sports heavy that where a kid in America would be going to a basketball team or a football practice, they're coming here. So they don't get a lot of the sports analogies that I didn't realize I used a lot of until I was here, and nobody gets them.
Well, they're really into NBA. A lot of them follow Major League Baseball and also NBA.
Oh, they know they're basketball players.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And a lot of Golden State Warrior fans, which is really fun for me.
Wow.
So
how about respect? Do you think you get respect from Taiwanese kids generally? You don't get what do you think about that? Compared to American kids?
I think a lot of the time they're joking. So it's like they playfully disrespect you, which I'm okay with. Like, it's kind of like just bantering back and forth.
Yeah.
But I've maybe only had like one or two students who really just did not respect me and were really kind of. It was shocking to me though, because most of the kids really are respectful and they'll listen to you, but when they don't, you're just kind of like, whoa, okay.
I've had a different experience, I have to say. For me, I mean, kids make you work for it no matter where they are.
They're always testing you.
Yeah, they're always testing you, which isn't a bad thing, I've babysat for forever, so I'm well aware of that.
Kids are kids.
Yeah, pretty much. And oh my gosh, the nightmare age of the 13 to 16. It's after they reach 16 they're good, and it's not all kids, but
yeah.
I have an entire class of junior high kids that they make me work for it. And they're a challenge, but I also kind of like that, I think I'd rather have a class that really makes me work for it, and gives me a lot of personality than this is the other switch I found here that I haven't found in the U.S. is the quiet classes. The very, deadly quiet, silent, you have to pull every word out of them with pliers. Classes, yes.
Yeah.
That's a challenge.
Or throwing stars.
Right. But that's the funny thing is I find I do fun nails and earrings, and my kids notice it. It's a talking point. It's always, okay, what earrings is teacher wearing? Oh, teacher, I like your nails. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's great.
Because they can't do it with school. The strict rules. They can't dye their hair. They can't pierce their ears. They can't paint their nails. So it's really fun for them to notice what you do, which is fun. And I like, playing into that. So.
You have a mix of different classes, different ages.
I love that. That's my favorite part, is teaching, because you have 5-year-olds to 18-year-olds in some classes, and I think one of the hard things for me at first was you'll teach a class of small children, and then you'll turn around and teach an older class, and then you'll teach another class of small children, all back to back to back.
Yeah.
So at first,
Chris, I interviewed another guy named Chris Esposito.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said that's the best thing and the worst thing.
It is, and it's harder at first because you have to be in okay, now we're learning colors and shapes and fun and play all these games, and then all of a sudden you're teaching grammar stuff, and you're just it's sometimes hard to like switch your brain.
Yeah.
But I love it. And I found that for me, like my young baby students are my favorites. I think they're the most fun.
Yeah, like Kiki.
There's
and Ken.
Kiki and Ken, and I have a class at Jongtai CEP. I love all of them so much, and those are the classes I'm gonna miss the most. I think.
Aw.
My little baby.
Oh, do I see a tear?
Yeah, I love the variety too. I have to say that's one of the things I really wanted and loved the most is, but that's what I liked about my old job too. Is I like the variety, and I don't know. I really like the babies. Like I have this baby class at Jongtai, which is the other branch, and it's CEP too. That I adore. They're awesome. They're so much fun. Like I had one kid the other day, I drew a pig and we were learning pig. And okay, what does the pig say? Oh my God.
Pig says, oh my God.
Apparently, yes. And then he was like, no teacher. Oink, oink. It was so funny.
Well, I think you guys might have classes, so do you have to get over to Jongtai?
No.
Or
No, we're here today.
Somebody said, okay. Okay, great. You're here today at the main branch.
Yep.
Awesome. Thanks for doing this interview with me.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll stop right there.
Awesome.
Okay.